So we have 7 more rounds. Oops. So let's see. Hey everyone, this is Scoresheet, and today I'm back with another roll and write, but this time it's not a print and play. This time it is actually like a real small box game, and it's called Qwixx. Many of you might actually know it. It's quite a popular and well-known game. Made in Germany, but still distributed worldwide as far as I know. There also is an Android app for that, I think. It's not the official one, but I did find one online that is not too bad. So in case you're interested in that, why don't you head over to my Discord channel and join that. I will put a link in the description. And then we can speak about things like that, right? Or just ask me in the comments if you don't want to join. All right. Advertisement is over. Now let's look at Qwixx. So before I will show you how to play the game, because I will play through that today. Before I will do that, let me just show you something, because you can get the regular version of Qwixx. This is pretty much almost the same version as this one here, but this is like a newer version here, right? So this is like this belongs to the to the nature line. You see it up here. It's the German version, but it doesn't matter, because the rules are also in there in English as far as I know. So it doesn't matter if you get this one here. You see, like, you also have like English and German here. So this line is focused on producing games without any plastic at all. So first of all, we have like this outer layer that you can pull off. It does not look as nice anymore, because I mean, it's just a piece of cardboard, right? And then you have like the real game here, and everything is just cardboard and wood. There is no plastic whatsoever. So this game wasn't even, there was no shrink wrap around this game, because I mean, you have the sleeve here, that should be enough, right? And then when you open that up, then we have the rules. Of course, we have them in different languages here. German, French, Italian, Portuguese, and English, and Czech, and whatever. Just a lot of languages here. Just regular natural paper. And then we have this one here. This is actually seed paper, right? So this is 100% recyclable paper here. And you can put that, you can just plant that. Right, so you can just plant that in any pot with soil. You water it, and you see like these little dots here. Maybe, yeah, I hope you can see them on camera, but you can feel them for sure. And these are all like little seeds in the paper. So the paper will then, well, it's biodegradable, and it will just dissolve, and then these seeds, well, something will grow from these seeds. I have not done that yet because I wanted to show it on camera, but now I did. So yep, I'm actually thinking about planting that myself, because I do have quite a few things outside there, and I might do that. And then we have wooden pencils that I still need to sharpen again, because we've been playing the game way too much. Then we have here the scoring pad made out of paper entirely, and then we also have the dice that are all wooden. So this is a really cool concept, that everything is just no plastic at all, nothing, and that is really cool. I do have a few more games from that line. I will show them on the channel quite soon as well. That is a really cool initiative. I hope that more designers actually take, or more publishers take note of that, and get rid of all the plastic. Okay, so but enough about that. I will now show you how to play the game. It is quite simple. It is a very simple game, actually, not just quite simple. It is really simple. I've been playing this non-stop with so many people because it's just so fun, right? So instead of taking one of these pencils, because you won't see that as well on camera probably, let me just take a pen. Let me take a red one here, just because that's my channel color. Okay, so let me just give you a very brief overview over how this game works, like in a multiplayer game, because this is not a solo game, right? I'm just playing it solo because you can play it solo, why not? And I will show you how to do it, in case you own this game and always wanted to play it solo. Here you go, I will show you how to do that, which is pretty much the same thing as a multiplayer game. So in a multiplayer game, like, one player starts the game, and that player then just rolls all the dice here. I will not use my my dice tray today because I would have to zoom out the camera and then you wouldn't see this little small scoring pad anymore. So I'll just do it like this. So the starting player rolls these dice and then calls out the sum of the 2 white dice. So it'll be 6. Now every player may, but doesn't have to, cross out a 6 in one of these lines. So you see here we have in the red and yellow lines we go from 2 to 12, and in the green and blue lines we go the other way from 12 to 2. And then a player can cross out one of these 4 6s here. But, and that is the twist of this game, whenever you cross out something, you cannot go back to the left. So if I cross out that 6 here, then all of these are locked. I can only continue to the right. And we want to have as many crosses as possible in each of these lines, right? So that's why we would not cross out the 6 probably. Right, and then the active player can also combine, additionally, but only the active player can combine one of these white dice with a colored die, and that colored die then denotes in which or indicates in which line you have to cross out that number. So, for example, let's say this is a pretty good example. Let's say I would combine the red 2 and the white 1. Then that would be a 3 in the red line. So I could cross out that 3, which is good because it's very far to the left, right? So I still have a lot of room to cross out numbers here. And that is pretty much, and then it's the next player's turn. The next player will also roll the dice again. Call out the 4 here. People can cross that out, which is a good number. And then combine a colored some color with a die again, the 9 here for example, to cross out that 9 here. The non-active players don't have to cross out the number, the sum of the 2 white dice. But the active player does have to either use the 2 white dice or a colored and a white die together. If the active player is not crossing out anything while on their turn, then they have to put a cross here. And each cross down here will give them -5 points at the end of the game. When the end of the game is triggered, I will show you in a minute how that when that's the case. Then we look at each row. We count all the crosses here, all the X's. So you see here, like it can go up to 12 X's, of course, because we have 11 here and 1 there. And then you see how many points you get. You just put them all here. You subtract the negative points here, and then you have your score. That is pretty simple. There are 2 more things you need to know before playing this game. First of all, the last number in a row you can only cross off when, first of all, of course, that number is here. Like for example, for the red 12, you would either have to have 2 6s here on the white dice, or when it's your turn on a red die and a white die, right? So you can cross out that 12, but you can only do that if you have 5 X's already in that line. If you don't, you can't do it. But if you do have 5 X's and you cross out that 12, then you also cross out that lock. And that means the red die will be removed from the game and no player can cross out anything in that line anymore. That one is just locked. Whenever 2 dice, oh, by the way, and also that cross here for the lock, that also counts for these X's here, right? So it is quite important to actually lock off these rows. Whenever 2 dice are removed because two rows are locked, the game ends immediately, and then you just count up your points. The other way the game can end is when one player has crossed out all 4 spaces here that grant -5 points each, right? If all of these 4 spaces have an X in them, then the game is also over immediately. And that is how you play Qwixx in a nutshell. It is a wonderful game because it's really quick, it's really easy to teach, it is so much fun. I've been playing this non-stop. I don't own this game for a long time now, and you can already see here how many of these pads I've used. And they're double-sided and have used both sides each. So people just keep playing this game. This is incredible. Everybody loves this game. So if you like roll and write, if you like these quick games, you want to play with your family, with your non-gamer friends or people you know, one of the best games for that. Not the best, not the only good game for that, but one of the best ones. Okay, maybe I should do a list of games you can play with non-gamers that are simple to teach, easy to play. Maybe I should do like a cool list there. I hope I can remember that. Okay, so, and now when you play solo, you do exactly the same thing. You're always the active player, of course. You roll your dice and you can cross off 2 things. But there is a little difference. You can't play you cannot play until you just don't want to anymore. So until you have locked off 2 rows here, or until you have finished off all of these. Of course, I mean, that's end game conditions, but you can't just play like 40, 50 rounds, right? Otherwise, it would be just way too easy. So I limit myself to 25 rounds. After 25 rounds, I end the game, no matter how much, what I've done here, right? So that's one thing. If you want to do it a little harder, you can also play only 20 rounds. Then you just calculate your score, count everything up, and then you see how well you did. I don't have a table that tells you when you did well and when you did not, but I think if you play that solo like 10, 15 times, I think you can get a good idea of what is a good score and what isn't. I mean, we only have 25 rounds now, but in a multiplayer game, if you have like 70 points plus, that is pretty good. It is possible to have like a 90 or 100 points, which is like really, really incredible. That is very, very good. If you have anything like 30, 40 points, don't even think about it. That's not a good score at all, right? But it happens. I mean, it is still a game that is dependent on luck. Okay, now I've been talking way too much. Let's start playing the game. So, I'm always the active player, so I just roll. And first I use the 2 white dice, and I'm quite lucky here because 2 6s, that's a 12. That is wonderful. So I will cross off the green or the blue one. I don't know which one yet, but let's just take any of those. It doesn't really matter. So that's that one. And now I can also combine a colored die, which I probably won't do because these are very high. And these, these high ones won't help me with these 2 rows here, and for these I would need a little higher ones because the highest one I can get is a 9, and that is not high enough for me. Alright, so that was the first round. What you can do is just have like a little notepad where you just note down all the rounds you had. What I do is I just put a line here for the first round, right? And then I can count up all the lines here. Okay, so let's continue for our second round. So we have a 4. A 4 is not horrible. We could cross off one of these. You know what I could do? I could cross off the yellow 4, and then I can also take these 2 here for the yellow 5. So I think that's not too bad. Why is that pen not writing that well? Could be the notepad here, actually. Yeah, could be that notepad. Give me a second. I might just take something like, I have this from an unboxing I did a little while ago. Can I put this here? Well, it looks kind of stupid, right? It does not look good, but I can maybe just put it down here. No, that doesn't work at all. Give me a second to find something. Maybe this one here. Like this. It doesn't look too great, but then I won't mess up my other scoring pads, so maybe that's gonna work. Okay, so and that was my round number 2. All right, so let's continue. We have an 8 here. The 8 definitely is not good enough. I will not cross that off. Yellow 10, 8. Oh, these are all not good. Oh, these are all not good. I don't like any of these. Oh, what am I gonna do? Then I might have to cross that off an 8. I might have to. So 7 here. Red 7, not good. Blue 6, not good. Yellow 10, horrible. Green 8, well, not great either. But I might have to cross. I will have to cross something off because otherwise I will get negative points, and we don't want that really. But you know, wow, like 8. You know what? Let's cross that green 8. It's not great. Will I take these 5 negative points? I mean, if I can get in one more X here, then I can actually, I can actually maybe set that off. So, okay. So that was round number 3. I hope I don't forget to note everything. So, oops, that one goes here. So we have a 7. 7 is not too bad. We could take that yellow 7 here. That wouldn't be too bad, right? I think we will do that. That's quite okay. So, yellow 7. And then we can also take a colored die. Remember that, keep in mind that we can also only put, we need to put the white sum first, and then we can take the colored one. So we can't put it, take it the other way around. Okay, so 11, 10, that's all horrible. 8, 7, we already did that, and the 4s are horrible as well. So let's not do that. And then here we have our 4th round. Okay, so 2 3s, which would be a 6. I don't like the 6 too much. Do we have anything else we can do? I'm quite unlucky with my rolls at the moment. But actually, I will not take the 6. I will take the 5 and the 3 instead. So we have an 8 here. That is nice. Okay, so we have another 8, which I don't really want to use. But look at this here. We do have a 10, a blue 10. That would be fine. Let's do that. By the way, I forgot to note the last round here and this one. I would do it like this because then I know that this is 5, right? So I can count it easier. Okay, so 8. We have an 8 here again. I don't know if I want to do that. Well, actually, a blue 8 would be fine. And then I will also take the blue 7. That works well. All right. Okay, so let's see. We have a 4, which is pretty good. I would actually take that 4. And take here the red one. And let me see. Yellow 3 doesn't work because I already, I'm already here, so I can only cross off these ones. So that one doesn't work. Green 3, horrible. Blue 6 is actually good. Let's take this one. Okay, so in the blue and in the yellow line, I have 4 axes each. If I have 1 more X each, then I could also cross off the last one here to lock the row. But I will try not to do that in the very beginning if possible, because I want to collect more points. I need to have more points in the other rows. So a 6 is okay for red. Yeah, let's do that. Let's cross off the 6 here in the red row. And then also I will take the 4 and the blue 1 to cross off the 5 here. So now I would be able to lock that row with a 2. I would be able to. But I will not do that yet. Oh, by the way, like this. All right, so to A and in 8. For red, that would be okay. Not great, but it would be okay. 9, 6. Yeah, I think that's the best thing I can do at the moment. So let's cross off that one here. And then colored ones, 9, 5, 5, 6. All not good. Okay, so let's just continue here. An 8 again. With the 8, I can't really do a whole lot. But, you see here, I could do a 10 for yellow. That would be okay. Not great, but okay. 7, 5, 6, 8. The rest is all not very good. Well, actually, the blue one would be even better. A 4 here. That's even better. Let's do that. So the blue row is really good because you see that I've been able to cross off all of these here pretty much almost. So 2, 4. I already have 6 crosses here. 6 axes here, which is already 21 points. That is really great. If I can get 6 in each row, then I would have like 84 points, which is a decent score. A very, very decent score. It's actually a very good score. All right, 7. 7 is not very good because I can't cross off these 7s and this one either. I can cross off this one. That's not good. But we would have a green 9 here. That would be not too bad. 6, we would have an 11. I don't like. Green, we would have an yellow. We would have an 11. I don't like that. 6 won't work. A 10, a red 10 would also be okay. So do I take the green 9 or do I take the red 10? Let me take the green 9 because I would need more access in that row here. And it's possible that I missed to cross off 2 rounds. You know what? I will only play 20 rounds today, so in case I missed to cross anything off. Right? Just to be fair. Just to show you how the game works. 5 is horrible. I definitely don't want to cross off a 5 here. So let's see. Well, let's take the green 8. I think the green 8 is pretty good. Like this. And I'm almost already halfway done because I will only play 20 rounds because I forgot to cross off a few rows, I think. So 7, yep, definitely take the 7 here. That is wonderful. Can we also, you see here, now I have a 2 for green, but I'm missing 1 X, otherwise I could lock that row. A blue won't work. A 10, a red 10. We are getting towards the end, but not really. We still have a little bit of time, so I will not cross off anything. Okay, so we have a 4 here. The 4 is not too good, but let's cross off that green 6. That is wonderful. 8, 8, 7, 4. Yeah, let's cross off that green 6. That is wonderful. Now, except for the yellow one, I have like 5 in each row. No, I don't. Red one is still missing a lot. Okay. All right, so we have 8 more rounds to do stuff. 6. So now this is a situation where I can't cross off, right? Because the 6, you see, I can't cross off that one, can't cross off that one, can't cross off that one, and not that one. So the 6 I won't be able to cross off, so I need to find something here. So 7 and 9 won't work with the blue. 5 and 7 for yellow won't work. 8 and 10 for green won't work. 7 and 9. Well, actually, the red 9 is great. So I'll just do here the red 9. That is wonderful. Another round gone. So we have 7 more rounds. Oops. So let's see. 6. No, 6 won't work either. So let's see. 5 and 7 yellow won't work. Blue. 8 and 10? No. Red. 8 and 6? No. Green, 7 and 9. So you see, I can't cross off anything. So I will have to give myself these negative 5 points. 2 more and the game is over. So, all right. We're getting towards the end. So now we really need to cross off some good stuff. We have a 3 here. A 3 is wonderful because we can cross off the 3 over here. If we could just cross off the 2 here, that would be massive points. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 X's, which is 45 points. That is incredible. But I don't know if we can get that. We just need a 2 at some point. We do have a green 2. We could lock that off. That is 2 X's in 1 row. That wouldn't be too bad. But let's first see if we can do anything else. 8 and 9 red won't work. Blue won't work. 8 and 7 green would work. Well, we could also just take the green 3 for now. And then we also have 6 and 7, no. So let's take the green 3 for now. We still have a little bit of room here. We have still 5 more rounds, so maybe we can do something there. Okay, so let's see. 8, 10. Yes, let's cross off that. Well, we should maybe cross off, instead of the red one, the yellow 10, because then we have 5 X's in each row. No, we still need 1 here as well. So let's take the red one. Okay, so... and otherwise I don't see anything really. So green won't work, it's all too high. Red, 7 no, 5 no, 4, 10, 8, 7, no, won't work anything at all. Okay, so next round. So we have 4 more rounds left. Let's see what we can do. And we are pretty lucky. I'll show you why in a second. So the 6 we can't cross off, but then I will take the green 2 here, as you can see. Here, green 2. So we can, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 even. We need 5. We have those, so now we can cross off that 2. And also cross off that lock here. So now the green row is locked. So we need to lock 1 more row, then the game is over. But we only have 3 rounds left anyway. So let's see, maybe we can, it would be great to get like a blue 2. Okay, we have a 9 here. A 9 is good because that lets us cross off that one. And now we have 5 in each row. So now we just need any 12s or 2s except green. And we can lock those off. That's the wrong 12. So let's see. 9, 6 won't work. 8 and 5. Okay, these all don't work. All right, 2 more rounds. Let's hope we can lock another row. Okay, 8 won't work. I can't cross off any 8. 7, 5, 6, 8, no, 7, 9. I can't cross off anything, so we will have to take more negative points. That is not good. And now we have the last round. So let's see what we have here. We have a 5 that we can't cross off. We 7, 4, 8, 5, 7, 4, nothing. We can't do anything. That's the last round, and we get more negative points. That is bad. So these were our 20 rounds. Usually I play until I play 25, but then again you see that I don't have a lot of room here anymore. So, and now we count up all our points. So we go through each row and just count all the X's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 for red, and 5 X's you see here, that's 15 points. That is okay for a beginning, but it's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, same thing. Yellow gives us 15 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is really nice. That is 36 points. That is good. That's what we want to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 even. That is 28 points. Okay. And then we have negative 20 points. And now we count everything up. So let me do that. That's 15. 30, 60, 80, 88. Oh, that would be really nice. 94. That would be a really good score, but then again, we need to deduct these 20. So we have 74 points. That is not a great score, but it's a pretty decent score. So that's like you want to aim for the 70s at least, right? So if I would give you kind of my little table or ranking, maybe I will cook something up and put it on screen here, but I will just put on screen. If I do put something on screen, then I'll put it on screen what I'm saying right now. So let's say everything 50, and so that is pretty much how I would do it, right? So we would be in the good category. It's a good score, but we can definitely improve on that. So let me, you know what? Before we end this video, let me just show you, like you see how much we played this in just a few weeks. But you see here, like 48, bad score. Like 40, we had like a pretty bad scores here. 36, like 82. That's a really good score, right? That is a really good score. For example, 90 is an amazing score. Okay, and that was my little playthrough of the really great game Qwixx. If you're still watching, thank you very much for doing so. I really, really appreciate that. If you liked my video, why don't you let me know by liking this video, commenting, or even subscribing. And if you want to talk even more with me and my small community, why don't you head over to my Discord channel that is quite new, and there we can discuss games even more than we can here in the comment section. All right, thank you very much for watching. That's all from my side, and I will see you in the very next video. All right, take care everyone, and cheers.